This YouTube's a pile of shite. All I've got is mute. Yeah, it just like suddenly it just started working. My microphone is not muted. Just saying. I did a whole like hello and everything then. Fuck it, we'll do it again, won't we? We'll do it again because YouTube's a shit stain. Welcome, watchers of illusion, to the castle of confusion. With me, Mad Mark. Come thou forth on this journey into the unknown and the paranormal, and take you into the depths. I think I changed it that time round. The first one was better. One Hit Wonder. And then I said hello and welcome to everybody. Screw it. Hello and welcome everybody. Right, where's me chat at? There it is. Why would it do that? Why would it cut my audio out at the very beginning? How weird. Anyway, how is everybody doing this evening? Hopefully everybody's doing well. I bet no one else gets these. I tell you what, before I even started, I went to turn my light on up there, my bolt. I've got my big girt light up there, look. Girt light up there, right? I went to put my bulb on and it popped like that. Mental stuff. So, things don't like me going live. It's the demons in my room. They don't want me going live. Oh, here we go. Someone's going to take that serious, isn't it? He said he's got demons in his room. I'm joking. Anyway, a few new faces I'm seeing here. Someone's... oh, Maxim. I don't know what that says because I don't know English. I don't know English. I don't know that language. God of War, welcome in. As well, some new faces. History with Sharon Bro. I have to share a creepy experience with you. Who are? Pray tell, pray tell. It was when I was 11. Where the counter mark? Where the what? Where the what? Can you put it all in one message instead of separating it out? Hello, Brr. Welcome. Bestie Friendberg, welcome in. Good to see you here. You've had a headache all day. Need to take some tablets. And if those tablets don't work, take stronger tablets. I'm doing all right, I suppose. I'm gonna put this like by the way, I got ADHD. So if you see me, I got to put things like that away. Otherwise, I'll be like this. I'll be fiddling like mad with my hands. So yeah. Who was that then? You've seen a guy that was non-existent. I don't know. Maybe a dimensional creature. My name is Ivan. I'm from Russia. Well, Spasiba for coming and joining. What else do I know? What's it called? Oh, I'll remember some in a minute. I can't off the top of my head. You've put me on the spot. But yeah, welcome in. If you have to have eye surgery, it will stop the headache. Oh, yeah. Hopefully. Hello, Dan. Welcome in. How are you doing on this fine evening? I say fine evening. It's bloody Baltic. It's nice and cozy inside, though. I've got no particular, plans for the live this evening. This, like, literally, we can talk about anything and everything. So everybody can get involved, ask questions, talk about experiences, all sorts of stuff. If anybody's on the Discord and feels like hopping in and having a little chin wag, feel free. It's a very chilled evening, no expectations. I'm going to talk everything and everything paranormal. Doing all right, I suppose, yeah. ADHD, a demon hides dormant. What do you mean by that, Nexus? Don't be saying things like that. What does that mean? I was wondering if they would... Epic, yeah. My uncle stayed in a family house and one day he screamed on the middle of the night. Tina girl. Hello, welcome in. I think I missed you there, but welcome in. Ah, I remember. To the Russian guy that's still here. Nestrovia. What's the most haunted football? What? I don't know. I don't do football. It's not for me. I've got 2 left feet. Wayne's World, welcome in. Of rock and roll music. Now all I can think of is Wayne's World. With is that, what's his face? Mike Myers. Is that Wayne's World? I think so. Not Mike, not as in like ding 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 ding. Not that one. The as in like, yeah baby. As in that one. Is this guy a paranormal expert? I want him to answer it. Well, I'm an investigator. I investigate the claims of the paranormal. What do you think dead people come back? What do you think dead people come back? What do you mean? I thought you know. They put a patch over an eye and said. I used to have a patch on my eye which one? This eye when I was little. Because this eye's screwed. That's the medical term. Liverpool, is that a football thing again? Hello, history. If you could put the thingy all in one, because I might miss some of the questions. If you could put it as one question, that'd be cool. Angachi Manor is often considered most haunted. Why does that ring a bell? I've never been there, but for some reason that rings a bell. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Salaka, probably just murdered the name there. I do apologise, but welcome in. Hello. Let's try and move this so it's like a little bit here. A little bit here. A little bit here. What's my favourite drink? I think I drink a lot of water. I like Fanta Fruit Twist. That's quite nice. I like coconut water. Yeah. Epping Forest, located on the edge of East. Is that Epping Forest? Oh no. There's another one, isn't there, called Daring Woods? The Screaming Woods. I want to do that one as well. Apparently, you can hear screaming in them. I'll have to stay overnight because that's quite a long way to go. My uncle once stayed in our family house during the middle of the night. He screamed out loud and broke the wooden window by hand and ran off. He says he saw his grandmother and still suffers shock. Why would he? Okay, what is it that's shocking? Is it the events that happened or the seeing of his grandmother? Because some people you would think would get some sort of comfort from that. Oh dear, Tammy. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Do you know, I had drops in my eyes once to see if I could have laser eye surgery, and I was dizzy for ages afterwards. Long story short, I couldn't have it. The Aviator's Angle. Hello, welcome to this crazy live. Might do, you know what, at some point, just for the shits and gigs, right? Might do Spirit Box in my own house. Because why not? Because it'd be funny. Whack that like button though if you're here and you're enjoying this. I very much appreciate it. Smack that button! Boom, 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 boom! Diddly-doo. It's like someone's just injected me with and then I'm off. Thanks for answering. My favourite drink is vodka, Coke, Red Bull. The colour of your eyes, and hopefully you'll have a great day. Are you leaving now? Or are you just saying I hope I have a great day? I appreciate it either way. If you are going, thank you for coming in. Only Hobson player. Gisty haunted. I'm saying that wrong, aren't I? That's like a slang something, isn't it? And I've just completely lost it. The original Microsoft Xbox, do you actually think the most haunted game console of all time? Huh? I never actually had the original Xbox. I've been a PlayStation person. Actually, somewhere over there, amongst all that, is an original PlayStation. Not original, PlayStation 2. Somewhere over there. What's that sticking out of my cupboard? There's wigs sticking out of my cupboard. Hit the share, like, subscribe, show the support. Thank you so much. Yeah, they do. Are you going AOT saded? Yeah, what? I don't know what that means. He is in bed, still suffering from the shock of the... Wait, when did this... Oh. Wait, has this happened recently? What surprised me is that he said something will affect our family very much badly the 2 days after the incident, my cousin... Okay, what I would do is not think too much into it. Because you, as a human, we are conditioned to see patterns. So, I don't know, for example, if I gave somebody this coin and I said, oh, this coin is cursed and now you're going to get bad luck for the rest of your life. Anything then that happens bad to that individual, they will blame on the coin when in fact it's just a coin. So I wouldn't over worry yourself too much in that regard. But it is an interesting thing to witness. I've never witnessed anything like that myself. Ghosts aren't real. I didn't say they were good theme production, so I don't know where you got that idea. Do some research before waffling your lips. Are you watching the Super Bowl? No, I'm here live, but welcome in. This is much more interesting than the Super Bowl. It's me. Sorry, I'm Norwegian. Okay. Use if in doubt, I try to translate. It might be difficult though. What did my uncle see? A spirit? A demon? Oh, well, that now you're opening up a can of worms, because we're talking about pure lore now. So, like, religious people will say that it's demons, unclean spirits. Then there's other people that would say it's like elemental type creatures, or, you know, things, ancient creatures and things like that from past time. And then there's other people that will say, yeah, it's actual spirits and ghosts. And then there's other people that say it's interdimensional demons. And then you've got the skeptics that will just say, well, it's imagination. So it's, I mean, if there's more than one witness, then it's unlikely to be imagination unless there's some sort of mass hysteria going on. But, you know, I'm not going to take away from other people's experiences at all. That's not what I do. I mean, I look into the claims and I study it, but if someone feels they had an experience, and then that's in their own right to feel that. Number 28, Minehead to Taunton is the most scariest, haunted and dangerous bus in... Haunt you or what? Minehead to Taunton. Interesting. You want to join me in Discord? What, as in the live? Welcome in, William. Everyone, this is Will from the episodes, if you didn't know. I'm not lying. This evident happened. It happened 21st. I'm not saying that you are lying. It's hard to, like, I'm open skeptic, so it's hard to I don't want to just give you a conclusion without knowing all the, you know, the ins and the outs. So I probably need to have a much longer conversation with you to sort of polish out everything to see if there could be other answers, etc., etc. So I'll do that at some point if you want to. Maybe you could join like a live or something, and we could like discuss it as like a sort of like an interview thing. It's up to you really, or you can just talk to me in person, as in like over messages and stuff. Oh bloody hell! The chat just went. Poof. I was like, no one's talking anymore. Why no one's talking? And then suddenly it all appeared. Sorry if I've missed anything. It would have to be a mass hallucination, which is what makes it difficult. Yeah, but I ain't in your Discord. Oh. Well, okay. Does that work? I don't know if that works. Yes, it does. There we go. Anybody that does see that link, don't feel that it's a very active Discord. Not many people talk in it these days. It's more like for if people want to join and they come in the lives, and if people want to like tell stories to each other, it's an open thing to do. It's entirely up to you. What am I doing? What's happened? I'm weird though. I'm weird. Weird is welcome because I'm weird, so all the weird are welcome. To a certain degree. Like, if you're like a serial killer, maybe not so much. This is where several people leave. It's like, oh shit, I'm a serial killer. Be respectful to each other. Yeah. I don't just outright ban me. Like, it's not, I don't just do that, like, with people. I mean, if other people, I don't choose to do anything. Have you ever heard of the man with the pig's head? He roams the woodland in Montega stalking hunters. No, I haven't, Hillbilly John. I haven't indeed. No. What's that called? Invalid link? Ah. Oh. Well, that's no good, is it? How do I do this? Streamer mode. New link. Copy. There we go. Oh, did you? Oh, okay. That could cause more problems than you think. Just saying. I want me. Oh, what did Morgo do? Oh. You were quick on that. Whoever did that ban. Thank you very much. That was very fast. Fair play. Fair play. Did you get the link, by the way? Yes. Okay, let me put my headphones on if I'm going to do this. Oh no, it's going to flatten my hair. Right. See what he doesn't realise is I'm good friends with Stu. What a silly thing to say. Okay. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in somebody into this. Let's go into the... Which one? Live streaming, followers. Followers chat. How is everybody though this evening? I hope everyone else is doing fine. If you have got other questions about the paranormal, let me know. If you, I am paying attention to the chat. I'm just also at the same time sorting out the Discord feed, so I can get people in. Permissions. Connect, speak, video, soundboards, whatever. Save changes. Okay, that should work. So if you see in the Discord, there should be a voice channel called Followers. Join that one if you're on the Discord. I have a notification about somebody in Discord, so yes, he did indeed. My theory is that he hallucinated, but it's unlikely he physically broke the wooden window. My cousin and I will. Yeah, but how would the other people also would have hallucinated? Didn't you say there was multiple people that seen this? Can I do a face reveal? Oh, there we go. Hello. That's fine. I believe. Say something. Okay, right. I need to bring you into the actual Discord. Yeti. There we go. And again.
Hi.
There you go. You're now in the thingy. So everyone, this is
So am I famous now? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. This is Maltor, everybody. So what brings you into the chat? What?
Well, we're talking about whatever tonight, yeah.
Yes. Well, mainly the paranormal. If we can stick to that theme.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I know you said you wanted to interview people who had experience in like the occult and things like that.
Yeah.
In my youth, I might have studied people like Aleister Crowley and Anton LaVey.
Oh, what? Mr. Crowley. Boom, boom,
Yep.
boom. Look what you've gone and done now. Look what you've gone and done now. By the way, if I ever interrupt, it's because I'm saying hello to people or people might be answering, asking
fine.
questions.
No, go ahead, bro. It's your show.
Yeah.
You're like what's his name? Coast to Coast. God, what was his name? The paranormal radio guy.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Jesus, I used to know this shit off the top of my head.
Talking to Jesus, Laura just said Jesus loves me, apparently. Well, that's good to know. Could you let me know when he's coming back? I'll put some coffee on. Apparently it's soon, because there's lots of signs for it, but we won't go into that this evening.
Genesis did the song, and so did Ghost. Jesus, he loves me. Yeah.
It's hard to hear your guest. Oh, I better turn you up then.
Art Bell, David. That's right, Art Bell.
There we go. Turn it up a bit.
That's right, David's called it out. Art Bell. Coast to Coast, Paranormal with Art Bell.
Okay. Is that who it is?
It used to be a radio call-in show, like back in the 80s and 90s and so.
Oh yeah.
Mostly in the U.S., right? But and some parts of North America as well. But mostly. US.
What do you mean? Hang on, I'm not ignoring you, Will. I said hello earlier. He's got. I'm ignoring him. I said hello. This is Will. Welcome him in. This is Will from the episodes.
Yeah, Coast to Coast I am. That's it. Yeah.
Innie4. Welcome in. What have I missed on here? Have I missed anything? No. Sometimes the chat skips massively.
Seems like we have a couple dickheads in tonight, so Well,
I did see the one which was a little bit.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, iffy. I mean, Epic has joined before and not really said anything, but it's like, I'm not controlling the what people think is considered bad or good or not. We always get people in. Sometimes I allow people to be a little bit.
Well, you don't want them to be that dickish, do you?
Like if someone comes in and says, I don't believe in ghosts or ghosts aren't real or things like that, then I will have a conversation. I'll be like, okay, let's have a conversation about that.
Especially the ones that are trying to get you banned off YouTube by spelling out something.
Yes, I did see that one.
Fucking stupid, man.
Feed the missus. Oh, what the missus in the background there? That's not me. That's Herbert. Yeah. I don't like him. He's just hanging around up there, everybody. Sorry, that was my Ed Gein voice.
Have you ever seen House of a Thousand Corpses?
Ages ago. I don't remember it.
Oh, God.
You'd ask me trivia on it.
Dr. Satan.
I wouldn't have a clue. with the trivia side of things. So what's these experiences?
Mine, well, mine mostly just on the reading side, so I'm not really experienced anything personally, but just kind of read into things like Aleister Crowley and Anton
Oh yeah.
LaVey and the witchcraft kind of thing. But I'm never really a follower, but more like the academic kind of thing.
Hmm. So it's more
And
of like an interest rather than a like you're trying to believe. It's more of like a
well, I mean, it's more like not. I don't think anybody. I don't think from a scientific standpoint, right? You're not trying to prove or disprove. You're just like trying to investigate,
yeah. That's what
and
I do.
whatever happens, right?
At least that's what I try to do, on the most
Yeah,
part. Like someone just now
whatever.
said, give
And
me 3 reasons why I think ghosts are real, but I've never, I'm not somebody who will outright say ghosts are real. Um,
well, the
I
whole
I like the concept of it, but I don't have enough evidence to say that it's a ghost, like as in that of the
at some
dead.
at some point I read something along the lines of like it could also be artifacts of universal decay. So you know how like they say that the whole universe is collapsing in on itself, and we're in the midst of it.
Well, how would that be feasible when the universe is expanding and getting faster? Uh,
Well, but like the universe is collapsing on itself.
so the
And
so maybe the I'm not going to go
it,
there. We
like
need I need
the
Neil
whole the
deGrasse
whole
Tyson
the
if we're
whole
going to go down that road.
the whole idea is that the universe has reached the pinnacle where it's like old enough to get to the point where it might be collapsing on itself, and we're just hearing the echoes of collapse or something along those lines, or what we're or we're hearing collapses of parallel universes around us as well.
It's quite. Is this like actual like theories in science, or is it all like
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it a
yeah.
hypothesis?
Like actual quantum physics says everything is possible through quantum tunneling. So eventually, through quantum tunneling, everything reverts to the ultra stable state of iron, which is like
But then this
something.
ideology though would mean that it would if that's the explanation for the ghostly things and stuff like that, then that would suggest that throughout all of human times human has been on the planet that it's been
Yeah,
happening.
but when on the cosmological scale, Mark, we've only been alive and recording for about what 3.4 million years.
Mm,
That's like a blink of an eye in terms of cosmological scale, isn't it?
this is
Not even
true.
a blink of an
This
eye.
is true. Innie's saying that I've had a paranormal experience. What experience did you have? I'm interested to know. Is it something where you physically seen a ghost? Like some people in here are saying
I'm no,
that they
I'm telling you,
physically
I haven't.
seen a ghost.
I personally haven't seen or felt anything.
I've been doing
Just
this
what I've read.
now for oh about YouTube about 10 years, and then a little bit after that before YouTube. I've never seen, a full blown apparition of what you would consider being a ghost. Not once.
No,
Um, I've seen things which people will attribute to being a ghost, like items moving and being pushed and hearing whistles and voices and stuff like that. But I've not seen what's done it.
like the whole thing of it is that we don't exist in a perfect vacuum, right?
Yeah.
So you have to always account for like ambient noise and other people around you. If it was a matter of fact of like, oh, we could go into like I think NASA has it, the world's quietest room.
Yeah, you go mad there.
And we picked up this whispering that shouldn't exist under any circumstances, then it might be more inclined to believe the paranormal aspect, or at least parallel
Well,
universe
yeah, but
aspect.
then
You know what I mean?
even then, let's say they put that in there and then something was like, hello, you know what I mean? That still doesn't
Yeah, yeah,
mean it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
ghost. That's what's difficult with
No,
this.
no, no, no.
Like
But
Skagstad here saying, how come nobody can prove a ghost? It's because it's so inconsistent. it's all down to belief and personal belief, and people. There's a lot of people out there that say that
Well,
they
there's a lot of
have
personal prejudice
they've had
involved.
experiences, that people say that they've seen their loved ones, that they've that they've experienced these things. I'm never going to take that away from anybody. It's just I've not experienced
Yeah.
anything like that
So,
in the real world term.
a historical context. Are you familiar with the disagreement between Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and Houdini?
What, Harry Houdini?
Yes,
Go on.
the very same Harry Houdini.
I know he researched into the paranormal claims, and
So,
but
so Conan Doyle, when he lost his wife, he got into the occult, like soothsaying and all that kind of stuff.
mhm.
And Houdini literally went around his entire life proving that it was all a hoax, like kind of like James
Yes.
Randolph and kind of thing.
The
You know what I mean?
the James, you mean James Randi, the James Randi Institute?
James Randall, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, James Randi and Hydrix and all that, yeah, kind of thing. So it was kind of like that, and Conan Doyle took great offense to that because he wanted to believe that his wife was trying to reach out to him.
Mhm.
So he would go around paying like $400-$500 to these mediums who would go, yeah, your wife is trying to reach out from the other side, and oh, I can feel a presence from the other side. And Houdini would literally expose how they did it,
Yeah.
exactly word for word how they would do it.
Well, a lot of
And
people were
Conan Doyle
charlatans
didn't,
back then. There was a hell of
and Con,
a lot of them back then.
but Conan Doyle didn't want to hear any of it. He wanted to kind of have like this personal prejudice of like, I want to believe kind of thing, like kind of Mulder-esque of X-Files kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, what there's if anyone in the chat, if you've got any questions, by the way, and you want to pop into this sort of conversation, feel free. If you are new to this, I am a paranormal investigator. I don't outright say that, claim things are things. I investigate the claims, and then if I catch stuff, then that's what you see. And if
Yeah,
I ever
Doyle,
do
Doyle
catch a
believed
ghost,
in
then I will
Doyle
say,
did.
you know what I mean?
David says Doyle believed in fairies. It's true. Doyle believed in the fantasy, but because he wanted to, because he had lost his wife and his child to death, right? So he wanted to believe that they were living beyond the veil, right,
Well, this
and
is
that
this
he
is
could
the same with
and that
most
he could
people
communicate with them.
that believe in I don't know if Dan is still here, but I Dan is a very religious person, and um he
It doesn't take away his genius as a novel writer, right? But at the same time, when you read the actual history, he kind of did fall into the I guess, well, back then they called it the gypsy curse, kind of gypsy trap thing. But
yeah.
today we would call it superstition kind of bullshit.
Yeah, but this is not to
It's
say that there's
unfortunate.
people out there that can't do it. There
No,
is a
no,
hell
but
of a
like
lot of people that are
but
frauds,
the
but I
problem is Mark, is like once money is changing hands, it becomes very difficult to tell who's who and
yes.
what's
Oh,
what.
and especially in today's world with social media
Yeah,
and stuff.
AI and everything today, it's almost impossible. Like for the last 20 years, we've had to contend with Photoshop, and now we have to contend with AI. How the fuck can you tell what's real?
I don't. Yeah. Well, that's the problem with people and everything. Everything now is fake, 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 fake online, and everybody's trying to like prove themselves. What's Innie saying? I haven't seen any ghosts. Only experienced things like moving stuff and hearing things that I shouldn't hear. I perfectly understand that. This is exactly the same things I have, and I'm telling you now, there's probably more people out there that have experienced these sorts of what you might consider to be paranormal occurrences because they're not understood with what from my point of view, there's a few things out there that can't be understood with what my understanding of science is. So, is it paranormal? Is it ghosts? I don't know. Everybody's got their own sort of view. I'm constantly on the fence with it because I genuinely
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, from our technological standpoint, and, for the last 1,000 or so years, we've attributed everything that was unknown to the paranormal, right? Like, so at one point in time, we thought that the sun rising was paranormal. We thought the sun was literally God at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, like it's kind of like ignorance meets I want to explain away the ignorance with a simple explanation kind of thing through religious rule kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
well, and that's where religion comes from. Like, not all religion, of course, but what I'm saying, like, like for example, the Roman and the Greek and Parthenon, like Thor was the god of thunder, and Jupiter was the god of thunder as well, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, well this is just like what you're basically talking about. I can't remember what it's called now. It's something the gap. It's called Gap of the Gods. That's what it's called. It's
Yeah.
called Gap of the Gods. So it's basically introducing a, and I'm not anyone who's religious. It's not. I'm not necessarily saying introducing your
No.
god specifically. This is just a phrase. So the Gap of the Gods is the idea that because you don't understand something, you bring in something that's abnormal, supernatural, or a higher being to explain that something.
But
So,
today,
like you were saying, like years ago there would be an eclipse, and then everyone would say that's we need to appease the gods.
yeah, we need to sacrifice or
Whereas
whatever.
now
Yeah.
we know that it's a natural phenomenon due to the
Today,
advances that we
today we
understand of the universe.
to, today we call that confirmation bias.
Yeah, thank you for coming in, Burr. However you say your name. Yeah. Well, I was crazy to try and call ghosts with rituals and stuff. Yeah, I'm crazy to do that though. Look, this is a Ouija board, right? There's a little planchette. Side rant, £2, right? I'm auctioning this off. So, end of the month, reveal the auction. Anyway, side rant. Yeah, I'm just doing a giveaway with some stuff to try and raise some money.
Yeah. When you have a minute, look in Discord.
Have a look. Yeah, I know. So, what was it put? How did you do that? Wait? So, did you hear recently? I can't remember. There's a documentary out, and I recommend people actually looking into this because it's a skeptic. I need to see it as well myself. I haven't seen it, but if anyone has watched this that's currently in this live, let me know about it. But there's a skeptic out there that has basically he is what do you call it, like a documentary maker, completely skeptical, and he intentionally went out of his way to try and get a curse, to try and like invoke demons and stuff like that, because he didn't believe any of this stuff whatsoever.
Yeah.
So he tried to intentionally do this, and so say he then started getting bad luck. Now obviously there's coincidence in the world, so that could be the potential thing that it was, but it's something
Dude,
to consider. Like, I put it to anybody that is a high skeptic. I'm not going to risk it because I don't know. But anybody that's a high skeptic, go out there and try to get possessed. There's a movie on it. Rob, welcome in, Rob. Well, so this is Rob, or how should I refer to you? As Rob or Purple? Which either one? Welcome in, good to see you here. I know him. Who do you know? Me? or Maltor? Which one? I did that once. Never again. Scared too much. Anybody's welcome to come in and have a chat, by the way. If anybody wants to, let me know. If you want to talk about the paranormal or want to ask me any questions about anything that I've captured or things that, I will answer with what my understanding is to the best of my ability. And if you've got any experiences, let me know. Anything else you want to say?
no, I was just reading the drama
Oh,
unfolding as we talk.
Oh, I just ignore that.
No, I took screen caps proving why I did what I did, so I'm good.
Okay.
So if you have any questions later, just to follow up.
I can't do anything whilst on a live, so this is all things I will deal with afterwards.
Yeah, I'll send you the screen cap.
Okay.
Exactly what happened, and you can determine whether or not what happened was deserved or not.
All right. I wouldn't worry too much about it though at the moment.
No, it's all good.
Hate from Tel. Hate from where? I don't know where Tel Avi is. But you're sending hate, but then you're doing a prayer sign. So is it hate or is it a prayer? Which is it? I'll take the prayer and I will refute the hate. How was your experience with the Ouija board? Nothing happened. I've got several. I've got one up there, one over there, one over there, one over there, one over there. I've never had anything happen with them. I normally get an arm ache. Anytime I've been on it though with people that firmly believe, it moves. Now either they're lying or they're psychologically moving it without realizing, which is known as the ideomotor effect. Oh yes, very, very good. I don't want to get too technical for people though. I know it puts them off sometimes. Rob, you still here? I don't know if he is. I was going to ask him a question, but I had call bells go off at work after the person has died, bearing in mind the electrics were checked and no fault lights going. Yeah, I mean, I've had that happen in I've had that happen in, what do you call it? Which care home was it? I can't remember which one it was, but it did happen in one of the episodes where the buzzers were going off and there was no power in there. But I don't know if that's because of batteries, because obviously the place was abandoned. So it could be a completely different thing. If I were you, just don't read Discord.
I'm not.
Patreon and YouTube membership available for the channel, given you an early access to. Well, thank you, Dave. Yes, it is indeed. A couple of hidden videos as well.
Don't worry, I have all the proof needed, so I have zero worries, bro.
Okay. Did you try anything else besides a Ouija board? I've got a spirit box as well, but it just makes noise. Listen to it. Some people swear by these. I won't lie. Sometimes the odd bit of words do come through. And some of them are quite clear words like leave and stuff like that. Well, that was just an example, by the way. I don't know if it has ever said leave. But in an ideal world, I'd like to have a full conversation. I'd like to be like, hello, my name's Mark. What's your name? Dave. Dave, when did you die? 1947. But that's yet to happen.
Well, maybe it doesn't work like that, though. You know what I mean?
What country am I in? I'm in England. And you are from over the pond. The very big pond. The pond that takes 8 hours to cross. Not so much a pond anymore, is it? I was on an investigation when they said, if you want one of us in your chair, breathe in someone's ear, and I had a breath in mine. Do you know what? I'd like to see how someone can explain this, right? There's some stuff out there. I mean, people can say what they want. I've had, there are people out there that say to me, people that I bring on, guests that I bring on, people that might even be in the episodes and stuff like that, like past people that might be in episodes, everybody's been questioned. Like, oh, could it be this? Could it be that? Could it be this? Could it be that? But and I mean this to everybody like watching, you know when you have had a personal experience, regardless if anyone else is around you, regardless if it's all like some big setup and it's like, let's wind Mark up and everything's just one big practical joke, right? Hypothetically, you know, if you ever have an experience, that is a personal experience to you, and you know that no one else can be involved in it. So I've had in my ear, whistle in my ear, with no one next to me. I've been pushed and no one behind me. I've heard running coming towards me on a path with nobody there to be seen. I took a bell to a house and I put it in the bathroom and that went off. I took the same bell as been the ancient ram in, and I put that on a windowsill. It went off. These are things where there was nobody else involved with them. There was no one else there that I was with that could have done it. And these it's little things like that which I just to this day, I mean, there's a lot of stuff which you can say, oh, it's this, it's that. Could someone be messing with you and all this stuff? But there's other stuff which is just like, what can you do? You know what I mean? Okay, I've seen your thingy.
Don't worry about it right now.
We have had a lot of history indeed. Yes. England's very old, I believe, some of these things. I believe some of the things you're saying. Yeah, there's a lot of old places in England. And that's the thing, like, do people here believe that are in the comments? Do you believe that it has to be something old? Do you believe that the place has to have, like, if it's like the dead, does it have to have deaths there? Or is it something else? Because you hear these stories about, and I don't know if you've ever heard these stories or anyone watching heard these stories about people that are living in new builds. They're living in new houses with no history, and the land has got no history of anything spooky or paranormal or anything like that going on. But then the family that moves in has a lot of issues.
Well,
they have a lot of tension. They have a lot of what's the word? Like they're always arguing,
energy,
or they're always having problems, and they're always causing issues. It's very dysfunctional, and there's normally like young people involved and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, boom, they've got a quote unquote poltergeist in their house.
Mark.
Yes.
That's the problem. Like, land always will have energy tied to it. It doesn't matter if it's recorded or not. Like, at some point, people have lived on that land, right? Presumably, anyway.
I suppose the only place where you could say that wouldn't be a thing is Antarctica.
Antarctica. Yeah.
We need to build a house in Antarctica and cause a lot of problems and then see if anything happens.
Tell us if you live in Antarctica right now. You have ghosts.
Just some polar bear like pops up now. But the polar bear, wait, they're north, aren't they? South?
Yeah, they're north.
Okay, penguins. Yeah.
Penguins.
I was in an abandoned, I think that says house, and girl Britain above me. So okay, I ran that. Okay, this person's first language isn't English, so I'm trying to translate this. I know you were in an abandoned place and something happened, and then it scared you and you left. That's what I'm getting from that. I'm assuming that it's not abandoned hose, because that's a completely different thing.
I don't see the actual...
Oh, it's gone now. I wonder what type of beast that is that growls at us. It'd have to be a specific one. Wow, if you create a catalogue with it, believe it or not. I don't know what these things are. Some people think it's demons. Some people think it's, like I was saying earlier, elementals. I don't know. I genuinely have no answers for that. Antarctica definitely had people there at one point, is what Frank's saying. Well, yeah,
maybe a tribe or two, but
well, they built the big ice wall, didn't they, to surround the entire flat Earth?
Yeah, that's right. I think his name is Jon Snow or something like that.
Vote Project, welcome in, Chris. How you doing? Um,
Hey, what about Edmund Hillary on fucking Everest, the first man on Everest? Yeah, there you go.
Beyond the realm of paranormal. Welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you here. If you've got any stories, feel free to let us know. This is an open chat this evening, so as long as it's kept within politeness and goodness and everything great, then you're all very much welcome. I've had paranormal experiences in the middle of the desert where there is no one, so I don't believe it's always negative energy at a specific location. See, but then I've gone to houses, right? I went to a house the other night, and I've still got to put the episode out, and bollocks all happened. Like, if Will's still here, he'll tell you, like, I don't even know how I'm going to make the episode. But the house, it's this old farm, and inside it's got carpet, which is like, sort of like, the Enfield haunting, like, sort of period, for those of you that know about that. Like, it's like 70s style carpet, and there's like,
I know the
pictures of
Enfield
like
because that was what's her name, Ed and Lorraine.
Ed and Lorraine Warren went there. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
And then
Very
she
famous,
got possessed by I died in the corner of the room.
Yep,
I'm not
that's
gonna
right.
try and do them. Yeah. But yeah, that's what this
Ed
house
and
looked
Lorraine
like.
Warren,
Welcome in, Tony. Good to see you. Yeah, so this house looked like it should be mental, right? And we were there the whole night. I think it was like 3.5 hours or something mental. And I haven't looked at the footage, but as far as I'm concerned, nothing happened. And I was there giving it my big gun. Spirits, demons, entities, the full shebang, right? Not a sausage happened. Antarctica for sure had civilization. Yeah, but why would they have had civilization? It was Baltic down there. I'd move straight away, I would.
Pangaea.
Hmm?
Pangaea.
What? No, because humans didn't exist then.
Yeah, but there were several continent shifts since then.
Hmm.
So Antarctica wasn't always there.
Yeah.
But you're going back at least 160 something million years, like, if not more.
Well, maybe. Well, then you could argue that every single spot on the planet is perceivably had life on it, so everywhere should have.
So yeah,
a
but
haunting.
because you know we have dinosaur souls in our tanks, yeah.
No. Wait, dinosaurs where?
Dinosaur souls in our tanks, like in our gas tanks.
Oh,
Like
sorry. You
oil
said
and
we
all
got
that.
dinosaurs. I thought you said we got dinosaur souls in our tanks, and all I could think of was Panzer tanks with dinosaurs driving them. I was like, what? Where have you gone with this?
Hell yeah! Give me my dinosaur tanks. No, I mean gas tanks. We're driving around with souls in our tanks,
a slight throwback that no one else would understand. That's the sort of thing that Roz would come out with.
Is that Mario?
Only you would understand that, probably.
Mario, perchance?
Beyond the realm of paranormal, if you ever want to do like an interview on the channel and talk about these experiences, feel just get in contact with me, hauntedthetruth@gmail.com, or just pop a comment down on this video and we can sort that out. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you've got any clips or anything like that, feel free to share them as well. I just did a live stream in New Mexico. I heard footsteps, I heard rustling, and then I heard what I thought was a horse in the middle of nowhere. Oh. See.
But New Mexico has a lot of gunfighter energy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of the old gunslingers.
I don't know why you do if I heard like if you're hearing animals. There was a property that I did an episode in, and the people that lived there said that they had heard sounds of animals, like they've heard like that was my best impression of a horse, by the way, so forgive me for that, but they've heard that. It's the same property that I've heard stuff there as well myself, but not animals. I've heard clapping, I've heard whistles, I've heard strange sounds. I don't know what it is. Some people are going to say, things like, demonic, or what do you call them? Skinwalkers. That sort of lark.
Cryptids.
Or cryptics, yeah.
Cryptids, yeah.
I'll drop you an email soon, don't so I don't forget. Okay, not to worry. Deed
Like the
Body
fucking
666. What's going on here? We are here having a discussion about the paranormal. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Are you... No, I'm not, Soldier Boy. I don't judge people in that way. I judge people by how they treat me. So
we're
yeah,
not gonna have any bullshit here on this channel.
yeah. Why would they ask?
And
Someone
you can cry all you like in Discord, but you're not gonna have any fucking bullshit today.
did somebody say something? Hang on though, did somebody else say something that was racist, and they're asking if they were racist? Because that's different. I can't see anything in
I
there.
think
No,
it's just a stock of someone crying in Discord at the minute. To be fair,
it was a different person.
well, I said it's a sock, like a sock account,
Oh,
like an alternate account.
how have you come to that conclusion? you got
Because
your crystal ball that go.
it would make sense, wouldn't it? 2 plus
Well, I
2
don't
equals
know.
4,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fears of the Crypt. Hi, I hope you are well. I hope you are well as well. I'm well. I'm doing all right. Yeah. Oh, look, I keep seeing these. I know I've got Freddy heads behind me, and I keep seeing them. They keep freaking me out. And I'm like, why is there a head behind me? And I keep forgetting it's Freddy in the background next to
I
Herbert.
mean, look at him in Discord,
Herbert.
and then draw your own conclusions from there.
Yeah, we'll see. I was walking in a forest and I heard what? Hang on. Right. I'm going to put this into ChatGPT and see if it can decipher your question.
Hey, didn't you know that ChatGPT is a demon?
It's what? It's a demon?
It's a demon.
Oh, Mark, I think it also never failed to make me laugh.
No, I'm just joking.
Dave's saying
Obviously.
I think it was aimed at you. I'm not.
Oh.
I don't do anything. I'm just chilling.
What was that? Did you hear that?
What? Is it me typing by any chance?
No, maybe. I thought it was Discord fucking...
What's the email? It's Haunted the Truth, so the name of the channel, at gmail.com. So let's see what ChatGPT says. Oh yes, one time I was walking in a forest. I heard like a slight high sound, and I ran out of the forest. And the next day I went in the same forest, and I heard footsteps, and it was no one there. It couldn't have been anyone. They were too big. Is that the question you were asking? Because that's how it's been deciphered by an AI. So let's test it. Bro, why you hang... Why what? Newton? What? Bert? Not Bert. Herbert.
What?
He's asking... Well, that's the only thing that's hanging. Is Herbert in the background. So, Dolph, I don't know if that's what you mean. You had a bad day, Gabriel. Well, hopefully we can make your day not a bad day. Thank you for coming and joining. You're welcome to ask any questions. Oh,
So you said you had a Freddy Krueger mask. Can we see it?
There, look, up there. Shall I bring it over?
Yeah, do it.
Oh, shit.
Fucking yeah, bro.
So it's on a thingy at the moment. This is one of them. I've got two. There's another one up there as well. There he is.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in beyond the realm of paranormal. Look forward to hearing from you. When...
I couldn't see it in the background because because it was like a bit stretched because of the angle.
When is the lone live going to be at Snuff Mills? When it gets warmer and when I get the bollocks to do it, Tony. I want to do it because I want to remove any possible, who you with nonsense, right? And then be on my own and do it. But I'm too scared. But the way I would do it, you know what, even if one person comes with me, one or two people come with me, as long as there's not like 20, if I just have like 2 cameras set up and nobody walks out of the frame and then I have, you know, everything framed, if then something happens whilst I'm live, I can then make shorts and I can go, look, here's the other angles. What a lot of people don't get is I keep a lot of the footage when big things happen like that as well. Apparently a UFC lightweight champion has entered the chat. Hello. I can't say I know too much about that. That's what it says. UFC lightweight champion has entered the chat. So I need to give you like some sort of entrance music. I'll give you the John Cena one. Oh dear. You're back. I'm Beethoven. Nice to meet you back. I was Does anyone else? You didn't. No one laughed. Is it that bad of a joke? I'm gonna leave this live, but I liked and subbed. Thank you for coming in and welcome. Feel free to watch other stuff on here. I was saying, Rob, just now, if you had any questions to ask away, if you wanted to join in on the Discord thingy, then feel free. People that are long-term subs and stuff, and people I've known for a while.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's kind of going insane.
Ignore that stuff. Nobody's on my Discord anyway, so I barely bloody gets used these days. To be fair, where?
Up above you.
Yeah.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
I tried the other day. My I won't say this too loud because he'll take. You know that I laughed. I was smiling because my dad told a joke. So I was driving somewhere. I was going somewhere, and we were going down the road, and there was a big. Someone had spray painted on the side of the road, "Follow Jesus," and then my dad was just looking around everywhere on the road. I said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to look for Jesus." That's like, for goodness sake.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Indeed. Go in bubble wrap to protect you from the flying rocks. What, in Snuff Mills? Yeah, well, I mean, I always take a hard hat down there, and I'm not the only one to witness the rocks down there. Like, people have gone there independent of me and anyone I've ever been with and witnessed it. But the rocks isn't the thing that weirds me out the most. It's when you hear running coming towards you and there's no one running. That doesn't make sense to me, personally. Like, first of all, to make that noise, it has to be something that has weight. And spirits are not known for their weight. Yeah. Question. If a ghost develops amnesia and forgets who they were in real life, do they stop being a ghost? Do you want
it's more like a...
Do you want the serious answer or the stupid answer?
I think it's more like an echo of energy, isn't it?
Well, you're referring to like stone tape stuff then, if you're going down that route, which isn't even a spirit that can communicate anyway. It's just a timestamp that just plays on, which is not really a theory. It's called stone tape theory, but it's the wrong use of the word theory. It's more of the stone tape partial hypothesis.
But it would
Um,
make sense, wouldn't it? Like something like think of like a black hole, right? Something that's trapped in all eternity forever and ever, where time stands still, kind of thing. Kind of like that, but in not without the gravitational mass and all that.
mm. The same concept can go with, like, I've asked similar questions where I've said, if somebody's got schizophrenia, right?
Hmm.
And that means not schizophrenia, sorry, multiple personality disorder. When they die, which version of the personality are they haunting as? If there's such thing as ghosts, like which version of them, or do you just get all their personalities in your house at the same time? What do you think a ghost can haunt other ghosts for us becoming a ghost? Do you think that a ghost haunt other ghosts, then becomes a ghost of ghost? What? Ghost is a spirit besides the
The
memories.
hell?
What's your thoughts on shadow figures? Well, I've caught like strange shadows. Rob here has seen one of them, and he thinks it could be to do with the lighting. I don't know enough about lighting to understand them, but there has been occasions where, like, for example, there was a camera in the living room, and a big dark shadow just went across the whole, like, this, across like the frame. That one I couldn't figure that one out. I don't know what if they're a real thing. I mean, there's a perception out there which is, sometimes I get really technical, but there's a perception out there which is, if there's such thing as a four-dimensional being, if it was to display itself in our three-dimensional plane, it would appear as a three-dimensional shadow. So, with that in mind, actual shadow figures, could it be a projection of a four-dimensional being? Ooh, need some music for that. Like, I don't know.
Are Are you familiar with the idea of fractals at all?
The what?
Fractals.
Fraggles? What, Fraggle Rock?
No, no. Fractals.
Fractals. Oh, you said Fraggles. Sorry, I haven't seen that in years. Fractals. I've heard of this, but
So a fractal is a mathematical concept of an image that, once plotted, produces itself infinitely, like the Mandelbrot set and things like that.
okay. Oh, maybe who's this? Dale Welsh. I'm a parapsychology and psychology of anomalous experiences student at the University of Nottingham. Maybe, what do you know about fractals? Good to see you here, though. Welcome in. Please shout out Partha, is that you saying name? Welcome, Partha. Please join in, take a seat. I'll be with you shortly. I don't know why I said
Do
that
your
as if
best. Do your best, Vincent Price.
um I can't do Vincent Price.
Oh damn.
I could do Hannibal Lecter. Well, hello, Clarice.
Well, that's close enough.
Are
Yeah.
the lambs still there, Clarice? Do you still hear them? We'll get back to your fractals in a moment. I'm kind of like Ros Noble. I go off on a tangent and then come back round.
That's all right.
If a ghost hunter dies while investigating, do they then spend the afterlife haunting themselves? No.
That would be hilarious, actually. Mark, give me a sign. Give me a sign, Mark. And you're asking yourself to give yourself a sign.
But I have been in situations where, like, I've been quite scared and stuff's happened, and then I've said, if there's something nasty here, if you end up killing me, I will find you and kill you again, to the spirit that's apparently there. I've been known to say things like that. It's completely irrational, but in my mind, it worked. I've seen one so dark couldn't make out. I tell you what, Josh, who's in the team, he's the happy-go-lucky dude that's in the team. Good old Josh. He has seen a shadow figure, and he's skeptical about that sort of thing, and he seen it. It was in one of the properties I went to, and we weren't even investigating. We were doing a podcast there because the owners kindly let us in, and he was just like stood out in the hallway looking down the hall, and then there was a door, and then there was a dining room, and then there's another door that was shut, and he seen in the darkness another dark, like darker than the dark, come out like this, and then he started moving about like, oh, is that me? Is that me causing that? Then he realised that there was a chair that was that you could see through the glass pane that was no longer visible because the darkness was covering it, and then the darkness then moved out of the way. And he came into the living room. I didn't see it, and he couldn't physically talk. He's like, and there was tears coming down his eyes, but he wasn't physically crying. Like, you know, like he was just like stunned, white face, the lot. And then we find out that his story and account of what this thing looked like is what the people that lived there had also seen, and it was like written down and documented, and he had no recollection or information of this occurrence happening. So that sort of stuff I do find quite interesting for sure. Welcome in, Snape. Snape, did you see the thingy I sent you on TikTok? Personally seen last night. Yes?
What do you think of things like sleep paralysis demons?
Sleep paralysis. Well, the thing is, it's now known as a medical condition, but
it is. Yeah,
there's people still out there that believe that it's
the people who claim that they've had something
like demonic, like a demonic attack.
Yeah, the people
attachment.
The people who claim they've literally had entities laying on their chest, and they couldn't move or breathe until like they woke up, and even afterwards they were struggling for breath, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, what I would argue, okay, put a camera in the room. If you've actually got a demon there that's coming into the room with you, then, you know, have this recorded. Have some sort of recording. Have some sort of like...
Yeah, have some sort of proof, yeah.
Yeah, like, if it's going to appear on recording, maybe have something there that, I don't know, some sort of detection or... how do you detect these things? Because a lot of the equipment out there now is being considered, you know, this, for example.
You literally
the EMF.
It's not gonna be like Paranormal Activity, is it?
No, but you would think that if a demonic presence came into your room, that it's gonna cause some sort of effect.
But it might know that the technology is there, shield itself from it, right?
Snape, I've sent you some vids of haunted locations. Thank you, Snape.
It's not impossible to say that it's like we're talking about a very intelligent evil, right? So it would obviously know what technology is, right?
Yes, and I'd like to say as well, with the EMF reader, I don't think that you can talk to ghosts with it. I don't think ghosts necessarily understand what this is. Ghosts, demons, entities, whatever you want to call them, right? But the thing is that what I like to try and do is I like to go, if the spirit, whatever you want to call it, is using some sort of energy or it's drawing off of energy, this would pick it up, because, you know, like electrical energy and stuff, it exists like even within our own body. Like, this won't be picked up on my body, but like extreme levels, if going to red, this would. So my hypothesis of the EMF reader was that the thing that's there might be drawing energy. This picks up that it's drawing energy, and then with that energy, it then releases it. Releases it's not the correct terminology. That's not the word that I'm trying to think of. What's it called when lightning strikes? when there's a build-up of energy and then it just goes and releases. Whatever that word is, like, that was my concept, that the thing is going draw the energy, and then later on it will then use it to throw objects or whatever, right? Whatever. So that was my sort of perception on that ideology. My
We keep getting someone joining us in Discord, or hello?
I can hear noises as well. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. I did hear that. Yeah.
I thought it were in my room.
Somebody else here? Hello?
No, there's no one else here. I just looked over. I got 2 monitors. There's no one else. You watched a lot of Stranger Things. I've seen all of them. Yeah, but I look into a lot of other stuff as well. There's a lot of the chat keeps skipping like mad as well. Sorry if I'm missing stuff out. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's a bit of lag going on. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe the demons are in my PC again. I cast you out.
Oh, no. Tears, please. It is a waste of good suffering.
Purifier, welcome in. Yeah. Oh, I've already spoken to you, haven't I? The window. That's Windows sound. Oh, is that what it was? All I heard was ding. Well, okay. I've got the headphones on, so I can. My Windows sounds must still be coming out of my speakers, and then I heard it loop through the mic back into my earphones. That really confused me. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it would have been my side. Don't know why I did that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Shade Lord Chorus. Welcome. Has anyone got any other questions? Anything that I've missed? Check your wired connections. It's probably my USB extension thingy. It always does that. I don't know why.
How about we go back a ways? How about we talk about, like, what do you think of James Randi?
What do I think of James Randi?
Yeah, in terms of debunking. And
well, I'm in my other job, quote unquote job that I do. I can't call it a job because it's fun. So I'm a close-up card magician. So obviously I looked into, before I started doing the paranormal, I knew of James Randi. I watched a lot of James Randi.
Of course you would.
I watched a lot of, like, most recently, like Darren Brown,
Penn and Teller,
when they did the bullshit thing, and then
the Masked Magician and all that.
Yeah, and then Darren Brown did a lot as well, a lot of stuff.
I've been there and I've done that.
But those were the people that sort of, made me skeptical initially, because they were, there was logic. There was like, oh, it's this, it's that. There's people frauds.
That's what Harry Houdini did.
Yes,
he exposed the frauds, and
but then
back in the 1890s and 1800s, right?
My ideology was, and I'm not gonna just sit behind a desk and you go, no, your place isn't haunted. That's nonsense. I was like, no, I'm gonna be in a position where if somebody is gonna tell me such and such is haunted, then I'm gonna go there and see if such and such is haunted, because if it's not, then it's like, do you know what I mean? If it's not haunted, then I was in a position where I'd be like, well, okay, then what's actually going on here? Is it answered? Is it not answered? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you literally had people walking through the theater bunker in Berlin, and, back in the 1970s, and trying to see if they could find remnants of, I guess you could say, nasty ghosts or whatever. And turning up nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was just to me, if I'm completely perfectly honest with you, I called Haunted the truth because I was like, right, I'm gonna rock up to places and then just tell the truth. That's
yeah,
the whole point of the name. It was Haunted question mark the truth. That was the
yeah,
original name for it.
yeah.
And then, you know, I went to places and I did my damn best to try and explain it. I was like, that's animals, that's frogs, that's the wind, that's just a creaky old house. To a certain extent, you know, I still do keep this mindset in certain places.
Like big places where you think there would be lots of energy, like
But when
Waterloo
you know
or
when I started seeing things that were outside of the things that I'd learned from people like James Randi and Darren Brown and the likes of those people, and then my friend who
yeah.
was a computational scientist, you know, I'm there going, oh, hang on a minute, I've just seen this happen. How's that possible? Um, so yeah, it's hard for me. I still trust in what those people say to about 80% of what goes on, because there are a lot of people out there that are charlatans. There's a lot
Hmm.
of people out there trying to pull the wool over people's
And
eyes.
technology doesn't help in that matter at all. You know,
No, no, of course not. Jake, Jake, did I miss someone come in? Jake, apparently there's a Jake here. Hi, Jake.
like remember what was his name? Crossing through to the other side with oh Jesus, he was a medium on American television.
John Edwards.
John Edwards, that's the guy. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
Remember that bullshit.
I do indeed. Yeah,
And like he sold himself as like the biggest fucking, but he was just a fucking con artist at the end of the day, right? Like everything about him was exposed like 2 or 3 years later. And like, obviously I knew all the bullshit because I've studied that bullshit. But like the problem is that you're giving hope to the hopeless and people who are desperate to talk to their to their dead loved ones again, right?
yeah.
And you're trying to fucking capitalize on that, and it's absolute bullshit, bro.
It's pretty bad. But then again, Jake. Now I see you. You didn't pop up just now. Good to see you here though. I haven't seen you in a while. Um, I have come across people in my life. I've met mediums. I'm friends. I would say I'm friends with two mediums called Shan and Bill. And when I first started
Yeah.
doing paranormal stuff prior to YouTube, they used to
I'm not,
work
I'm
with.
not. I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to discount
No, no,
mediums, by the
no,
way. I'm
no.
just saying, like,
They used to
the
work.
charlatans are obvious. Is all I'm saying.
They used to work with a company called Spooktacular, and basically, you know, I would go there and I'd try and figure things out. I'd pay money to rock up to these places to try and explain what was going on. That's how
Yeah.
that's how much I wanted to do what I was trying to do. I was
Yeah.
that determined that there was answers that I was actually willing to pay money to
But
tell people the
that just
answers.
means you're passionate about the whole
But
fucking thing,
these,
bro.
on one occasion, we went to the Ram and they were running their own event, and I was like, I was with somebody else, and I was like, oh, where's so and so? And I was like, oh, they're in there with Shan having a reading. I didn't even know Shan was doing readings that night. And I walked into the room, and no word of a lie, the second I walked in, Shan said to the other person, "Do you understand the name?" Da da da. I'm not going to go into the names because it's actual people I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like, "Well, I know that name," and she hadn't even seen me yet. Like Shan hadn't seen me yet, nor would she even know, right? So I walk past, I sit down quietly. She then asks another question, and then this individual was going, no, 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 I don't understand any of this. But every single thing she said, she was like, do you understand the name so and so is linked to someone dying of cancer? Now, I know everybody has someone that's died of cancer. That's just a given, right? Then she went on to say two other names that turned out to be this individual's kids. So would be my cousins. And then she gave dates, and I was like, I turned around to her and I went, I'm not being funny, but I understand all of this, so maybe it's not on this person anymore, it's jumped to me. And she was like, yeah, that can happen. And I went home and I said to my mum, like, oh, that this happened. And I gave her the dates, and the dates were, one was the birthday and one was the date that she died. And to this day, I don't know how, because it wasn't like a planned event to do readings. Nothing like that was online. This was like literal names. Like, I genuinely, everything I knew about cold reading was not cold reading in that moment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I mean, at some point, it's you could say that everything is energy, right? Everything, including us. Everything is energy. Like we're basically built of out of stardust, more or less, like
Yeah.
carbon, argon, and all that. And when you would think that in a perfect universe,
Mm.
the universe would never let energy go to waste, right?
Right.
So when we pass away, whatever energy drives us at the end of the day goes back into the universe, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we happen to live within that universe, and maybe that comes back and I don't know, stays on this planet or whatever. I really have no idea.
Mm. It's I don't know. I don't know. It's like, well, the religious people, like firmly religious Christian people, will say, oh yeah,
Well, of
she's
course, well, yeah,
contacting
heaven and
demons,
hell, yeah.
and it's not even the dead, it's demons. But that's the closest I've come to not really understanding
But as a
something.
like from a physicist point of view, like you have to understand uh the you know thermodynamic energy, right? Like the laws of thermodynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but merely transferred, kind of thing.
Yes. But this doesn't necessarily apply to, because this argument does get made when people refer to like the soul and like the consciousness, and they go, well, your soul is created and it can't be destroyed, therefore it passes on to another realm. But then you would argue, well, what happens if the soul doesn't exist and we are only what's made up of signals in our brain passing through neurons from
But then,
neuron to neuron?
but even then, like our energy from the brain might actually pass into the background energy of the universe, and since it's localized, you know what I'm
Where's
saying?
electrical
That
energy,
energy,
isn't it?
that energy, that energy might be more focused than background energy. You know what I'm saying? Let's say someone dies five feet from you, and their brain energy is released into the environment.
Mm-hmm.
That energy is going to be more focused than the background energy of the universe, right?
Yeah.
Theoretically speaking, anyway. Like we don't know, but I'm saying theoretically speaking, it would make sense, right?
But I see what you're saying. What do people think in the chat? Because we are still live as well, and I don't want to neglect people in the chat. So if
Oh,
if
sorry.
you've got anything to talk about regarding this sort of subject, feel free to jump in on this. That's the thing with me. I'll go off on a tangent if and I'll forget that I'm live,
Yeah,
and it's like,
me
oh, hang
too,
on a minute, we're
bro.
live.
If you let me talk, I'll talk forever. So.
Welcome in anybody that I've missed, though. I appreciate you being here.
Jesus.
Who are you talking to? Mount
Just
for?
mouse
Oh,
it. Go
yeah.
over here. Go over here, mouse.
If anybody's actually wondering who this actually is I'm talking to, I've known you prior to Haunted the Truth, and you came from another YouTuber's channel.
Voldemort. Call him Voldemort.
Another YouTuber's channel, and you used to moderate for him on there, and then you came, and then you showed interest in the
Look,
paranormal stuff.
I want to make it perfectly clear. I have no ill will against anyone. Period. I'm not in this life to hold grudges because life's too short for grudges. Oh, I I understand what you're saying, but like, I just want to be me, dude. I
Yeah,
just want
I
to
mean,
live
I
this
try
life.
and do the same thing. I don't want to do. I mean, this if that if Epic, you're even still here watching this stuff, I'll have a conversation with you afterwards. And I'm not,
They're long gone.
if
They left the Discord. They're gone. They're gone.
okay, I'm not gonna hold anything.
I think they did anyway. I don't see them.
I don't know.
You see?
It's like fuck me. Just I can't do both. You know what I mean?
Neither can I.
I got ADHD. I'm like, hang on, I need to deal with. I can't deal with loads of things at once. I got to entertain everybody who's watching. I got to talk to you. I'm talking about the paranormal, and then that's going on.
I'm horrible at multitasking, so I don't know. Like all I heard was the dinging, and then the dinging stopped, and that was it. So
no, they didn't leave. They're still in Discord, so there's a likely chance they're still here. We'll have a conversation afterwards. So,
well, like I said, I have.
I can't do anything whilst I'm live. It's not easy to do. I have to go into settings and stuff. So,
well, if you need context from me, I have the screen capture of the moment.
Yeah. Mark, the lights above your head keep distracting me from the chat. It's
the RNGs. It's a fucking rave.
Yeah, you'll see that in a minute, what I'm doing. Don't worry about the drama on here. I don't like drama at all. Like I always say to people, if you want to be in the chat and say stuff and talk about things, then I'm happy with it. If moderators feel that something's out of place and someone does get removed, you can appeal to me, and then I will look into it, and then I'll sort it out. I'm a very.
Let me just put it this way. When you say that I'm a moderator for other chats and I'm going to ban everyone, that's going to be a bit of a problem, yeah?
Do what? Sorry. Oh.
I said when you say that I'm going to ban everyone that talks in these chats.
Well, nobody can ban anyone in what I'm doing on here, apart from myself.
From those channels that they happen to be moderator on, you'll see what I'm talking about when you see your DMs.
Okay.
It's fucking bullshit, bro. Like, I shouldn't even have to be. This shouldn't even be fucking going on. I shouldn't be standing trial or anything. But...
Order in the court.
Order.
Look, I'm a very fair person, so if there's like misunderstandings or anything, or I look into it, just let me deal with it afterwards, and then I'll deal with it afterwards as and when. Like, I don't have time at the moment. Life is too fucking short as well. It really is.
Yeah.
What is going on? An individual that got banned earlier is by Maltor, who you can hear talking to me because he's one of the mods on here. Doesn't agree with the decisions, and he's not a happy cookie.
Let's put it right. Annie timed him out, and then I hit him.
Oh, so Anne-Marie, okay? I'll speak to you as well, Anne-Marie, afterwards. We can have a meeting. Oh, it's getting very technical. I'm going to have a meeting. I'm going to sit down with the board, and we will have.
We shouldn't even have to do this bullshit on live on stream, you know?
No. It is what it is. I mean, it's just it's human existence in life, isn't it? Just these things happen. But I'm just here to say that, if I'll allow like people to return and stuff like that, I'm a very fair person. I give people chances, but I can't do anything at the moment, and I'd want to hear what Anne-Marie has to say as well before I make decisions and stuff. And then we'll go from there. And but I can't do that at the moment. I'll do it afterwards. See, but what is that? That is my computer connecting and disconnecting, but I'm physically sat here and nothing is being taken out or put back in. I got gremlins in my machine doing stuff.
Do I keep hearing a beeping or something?
Yeah, it goes ding, ding. I don't know. It's weird. What time is it anyway? Oh my days,
we've been going for ages. Or your end?
It is my end.
Because it sounded like...
No, it's definitely
right
my end.
next
It's
to
definitely
me.
my end. I'll probably start to wrap up now, though, in a minute. Because I just realised that we've been going on for a while. It's getting on 2 hours now.
Jesus.
So we'll give it maybe 10 more, 5 more minutes or something like that. Let's put this out there to everybody else that's currently here. Liam, welcome in. Yeah, it's something's loose, but it's weird that I'm not touching it. I don't know what's going on. Anyone else want to ask any questions? Want to talk about anything specific that we've been discussing this evening?
You said you would do the spirit box in your room.
I did say I'd do the spirit box in my room. Thanks for pointing that out.
Well, we don't have time. It's all right.
Let's see if it works. I will now take the noise box out.
Lord.
I call it a noise box because it makes lots of noise.
Spirits, entities, demons.
Okay, if there's anything here in my room with me or in my house with me, could you please communicate with me using this device in my hand? I have several objects on my shelf from several locations. I got some from Snuff Mills, some from... Don't be making noises down the... Yeah, that's me little light down there. If there's anything here... I just realised I could do this. I got all these things, all these little trinkets. If there's anything here that's attached to any of this stuff... Pazuzu from The Exorcist, are you here?
Oh yeah, brother.
Say hello. I wonder if when Lionel Richie dies, how many people are going to ask him to say hello? Look, people are saying hello in the chat. Like, you started taking a piss, now everyone's taking a piss. I can't take that seriously. I'm putting it away. That's it, I'm putting it away. I'm not playing anymore. Okay, right. Oh, I'm also selling one of these. A thermal camera. I don't use it really much anymore, so I'm selling it. At the moment it's 100 quid, but I might do some offers. That's what it looks like.
10 quid.
No, not 10 quid.
20, my best offer.
I'm 2,000 years old, Screaming Tiger. I'm a vampire, you see.
Blood is the life, and I shall have it.
Indeed. Hey, everyone, need to watch those episodes on Haunted Truth and Fright Night Project channels. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff for sure. A lot of interesting stuff. So I was saying earlier that for those of you that are still here, if you've made it all the way to the end, fair play. I am auctioning this off. It's only £2. £2 to get into the auction. Details are in the community post on how to do it. It's PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee. All you have to do is put a little message saying that you're basically want to join the auction for this. I will put you into the draw, and at the end of the month I will be doing the draw. You will win this, and you will win one of my patches that is up here, and one of these. Okay, it's only £2. Thank you, Dave. So this is worth 40 quid. I made this myself. It's hand engraved, with a little planchette as well. So what's that? £2. That's cheaper than a meal deal. And it's because my camera broke. The broken camera's down there. 500 quid it cost me for a new one. So anyone that wants to help support, I will be giving back with that as a price. Anyway, I'm probably going to crack on now. So I'm gonna love you and leave you in everybody that's in the live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining as well, Maltor, for the interesting insights into the things that you were talking about. I will talk to you a little bit more after this though as well, regarding the other stuff. Is he still here? Is he gone before I've gone? I don't know, you might have gone already. But I am gonna leave you now. Oh yeah, no, he's muted himself, so he's probably busy. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of the crazy subject matters. If anybody ever wants to join in one of these things, let me know. You can email me at hauntedthetruth@gmail.com. Send some videos and stories and whatnot, and then we can go from there for possible future things. I'm looking to talk to specifically somebody who is a real, quote-unquote, real witch. So actual practicing witch that does... like... Well, I'll give you an example. So my mum says she's a white witch, but she doesn't, you know, she's not actually a witch. She just collects crystals.
Sorry, are you talking about Wicca?
Yeah, I want to find somebody that's like properly, like a proper like witchcraft witch, like that they can do all sorts of things.
Do you know what the term left-hand magic means?
No.
So
we're going to go off on a tangent now, aren't we? Just as I'm about to go. How long's this story?
No, I just want to explain it. Okay, 1 minute.
All right.
Left-hand magic is the devotion to dark magic.
Yeah.
The left-hand path, it's called, in Wicca. And to Wiccans, it's kind of seen as forbidden.
Okay.
You know, like they want to do the whole druid thing, like Mother Earth, and whereas left-hand path is like, you could say Satan worship, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah. Well, I don't know which types I want. I watched a documentary the other day, and it was about a guy that used to be a warlock that ended up bloody he devoted his life to the devil, and apparently he'd spoken to Satan and all this sort of stuff. So I'm looking to interview people like that, like people with mental stories. So, you know, people that are actual mediums and clairvoyants. I've actually contacted Shan, who I spoke about earlier, to see if she would like to be up for something like that. Someone who is a practicing witch that actually, you know, isn't just someone that collects crystals. They are actually practicing in stuff like curses or spells and things like that. That sort of thing. Well, I am gonna have to crack on the live though now, because everyone's already saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
So thank you so much.
What was it the Teletubbies used to do? Goodbye.
Well, this is my goodbye. This is how I do mine. So thank you so much, everybody that's tuned in. It's been appreciated. I will be back at some point, probably this Wednesday, on another live out and about, assuming the weather's good to me. Until next time, if I don't see you again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the demons bite. Namaste. Bye-bye.